Hey, YouTube Rando here. It's one of those garage sale prepper-find videos, and I know this isn't really a prepper-find, but I needed a new camera for YouTube. I've been using a Nikon Coolpix camera, pretty cheap little camera. I think I paid $100 for it years ago, and that's what I've been using to make my YouTube videos. It's 10 megapixels, and I wanted to step up a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I do mean a little bit, because this is just, again, it's just a regular camera. It's a Kodak, 12 megapixels. It has the share button for YouTube and Facebook. It's the only reason I picked it up, and I paid $50 for it. Came with all the stuff, you know, just like you buy it brand new in the box. Even had a I think 4 gigabyte memory card in it, so you can do like I think it's like a 45-minute video on it, which isn't too bad. So I thought that was well worth the price. We'll be right back. This is our next find. This is probably about 3 feet long, and I don't know how many feet wide, but it's doubled, so it's actually 6 foot. Plastic. We bought, I think it was 10 rolls for $80, so we paid $8 a piece for them. It's big rolls of plastic. Comes in handy. We're gonna use them to make a greenhouse, or you know, hotbed, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna use them on our raised bed, so we picked up 10 of those. I thought that was a good find. I picked this up for $40 off Craigslist from a guy who had it listed. It's a 4,000-pound aluminum race jack. It's got the rapid pump. You know, you pump it a couple times and it's up to the car. So I needed one for my truck, something I can just throw under the seat, and I already have one just like this that's 5,000 pounds. So it's just a little bit smaller, but it'll work for what I need. We also hit up an auction this week and bought just a big old couple big totes of odd and end stuff, and we got some pretty good finds in it. The totes we ended up paying $30 a piece for, and just this wrench we found in one's a $40-50 wrench. It's the Craftsman Pro, and I don't usually like Craftsman, but there was a whole lot of copper in them. I mean, entire spools of copper wire down in there. There's a pack of brand new copper wire. There's probably easily, between both boxes, there was probably, I don't know, $50 worth of scrap copper in them. So, and we got a whole bunch of different tools. You know, Crescent, good, you know, not the best brands, but decent. And then there was these die packs as well. Those are the die packs that they use in the Navy for a man that goes overboard. You let that die pack off and it puts a big red ring around you, so you're easier to spot from the sky. I'm going to put those on the boat. So thought that was a good find. And there was a whole bunch of just like staples and nails, and I got probably a box and a half of nails for my nail gun out of them, and those things are expensive if you ever go to buy them. Where are they? I don't know quite where they're at, but I'll prep with a lot of nails and stuff like that and stuff like this. There was quite a few bells of belling wire. There was like 3 or 4 of those. Some telephone wire, a bunch of odd and end tools. There's a bunch of hinges in here, just different sized hinges that we're going to use to make boxes out of. We make our own big stand-up igloos and stuff, so there was a bunch of these little hooks and stuff like that in here. Some drill bits. There's the big spools of wire right there. We got like 6 of those. That big spool right there. Just huge spools of wire, and then a bunch of these little packs of wire, speaker wire, all kinds of stuff. So we're stocked up on wire for a while. We got all kinds of different gauges, and I just thought this was a good find just for the tools. We got a bunch of tie straps. These are like mega tie straps. I don't know what the hell they're used for, but I'm gonna throw them in my truck and keep them put up. How many preppers have that? It is drilled, so it's just a paperweight, but it was in one of the boxes. I thought that was kind of cool. A bunch of old files. I'm gonna make some knives out of those, so we'll be right back, YouTube. We found some new books to go in the Shit Hit the Fan library. Who knew? 10,001 easy solutions to everyday problems. This is everything, like 1,000 uses for vinegar, 1,000 uses for, you know, baking soda. There's lemon juice. There's all kinds of cool stuff in these little books. We're going to do a review on one of them, at least this one, because I've read through it and I think it's a pretty helpful book. And then I found this one, Household Hints and Handy Tips. I've just browsed through it, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting book. You have outdoors, indoors, getting organized. I mean, there's just some odd and stuff. There's actually a gardening section in both of these books as well. So, you know, if nothing else, I got them just for the gardening sections. We also picked up 2 rabbit feeders. Now they're both beat to hell. Need to be straightened out a little bit. Looks like, you know, they went through hell. I paid $1 a piece for them, and the lady gave me some bottles for free. So I got 2 bottles and 2 cages. This is the big one, 2.5 pounder. I know these sell for like $15, and I think these sell for about $10. So, you know, $2, that's a good find. And we're gonna start making some, you know, arrangements for rabbits. We just don't know if we're gonna do them in this house or not, because we'll probably be moving here in the next few years. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I thought this was probably one of the better finds when it comes to preps. We found a whole bag of just gauze pads, sponges, and these ace bandage wraps, and you can tell it's the wide one. But there's probably at least, I know there's 5 of these, I counted these, but I want to say there's around 20 to 25 of each of these, and I paid $5 for the whole bag. Now I know these sponges are pretty expensive, but these right here, they'll cost you about $1 a pop. So I thought that was a great find. Now all this stuff came in the auction totes that we bought, but there was a bunch of just brand new car parts, you know, and I'm talking probably 70 or more pieces, you know, ranging from stuff like this to this. This is just like a hex bolt, something you would use on a sensor or something. This is a throttle body spring. We got some battery terminals. We got a whole box of AC O-rings. I call them AC O-rings because that's the only thing that I ever use them for, but they may be used for other things. A whole bunch of these hinges. These are some of the hinges I was talking about. I'm talking probably 20 or 30 of these kinds of hinges. And then just more, this is cable clips to run your cables. You know, running a cable for TV or an extension cord, something like that. You use those. There was 2 boxes of these, and then a brand new box that had never been opened, just cotter pins. So, and all that was included in the price that I paid for the entire tote. So, like I said, I got my money back just in scrap copper, nearly, you know, maybe $10 off or something like that. And then we got a whole bunch of this kind of stuff. So, good find. these next two items I got from garage sales, and I don't recall exactly what I paid for either one of them, but I know it wasn't more than a couple dollars. 3 tops, but I'd say I paid $2 a piece on them, roughly. And this is just a little cheap hatchet, little bends to it. I don't know what the hell the bends are for, but comfort, I guess. And it looks like it's been beat on quite a bit, so we're going to beat on it some more and see how many whacks I get out of it before it breaks down. Good find for Prepso, because I don't have a lot of hatchets. I only have 2, and then I have a Bear Grylls that'll probably never get used, or Gerber. It's not Bear Grylls, sorry. This right here, I don't quite know what it's called, but we're going to call it a slicer, because that's what we're going to use it for. It's got 2 handles on it, so I can put some weight behind it to be able to get through bone or whatever. We're going to sharpen it up and use it as a slicer. You know, slicing your ham or whatever. I'm going to use it to butcher deer, but that'll take the place of my bolt cutters that I use to cut at the kneecaps, you know, and cut the bottoms of the legs off right above the stink glands. So I'm going to use this right here and be able to crunch through it and, you know, do all that good stuff. I have no clue what it's called, but for, you know, and this one I know I only paid a couple dollars for, because I didn't even know what the hell it was, so I wouldn't have paid more than $2 for it, but thought both of those were pretty good finds. This is probably one of my better finds, if not the best. It's a Primo water cooler, hot cold water cooler, and we do have the bottles for it. You know, they're just one of them. We only use 3 of them. The rest of them are put up as water storage, and they're all 3 empty right now, so I got to go fill them in the morning. But I picked this up for $50. Man, it's practically brand new. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, you know. But it's practically brand new, and I looked them up on this exact model at Walmart. It goes for about $120. So $50 on this, and I got an older one from the same guy. I was at a garage sale. I got an older one for $25 that I'm going to put in my shop. It's not Energy Star or anything like that. It's probably a 90s model or something like that before Energy Star. But it's got a crack on the top of it. It doesn't leak at all. It's just the top up here is cracked. So no big deal. Still works. He had them both plugged in, had water in them. Both, you know, came out ice cold, and this one came out hot. So the other one's just cold, which I'm fine with. It's going in my shop, so I don't need hot water in my shop. I just need cold water. So now the last item was probably the best find, but this was by far the coolest. And I bought this. It's been a while now. It's probably been about a month and a half. About 6 weeks ago, I picked it up. And it's got the soft case for it. It's a Ram Hunter crossbow by Hoyt Easton. It's an older bow. It's not new. It's not even a newer model. It's an older model. But it came with a brand new string. String has the silencers on it. Came with the arrow holder on the other side there. Has the sights. And has a bunch of little brackets that go on it to put accessories on it that I don't know what the hell they're for, but those came with it nonetheless. And I picked up everything, and the guy threw in a cheap fishing reel for it, and for everything was $75. So I thought that was a dang good find, and it's just going on the bow wall. I got it hung up. I've got a bear whitetail that goes right there, and then a couple of crossbows that's eventually going to go up there. So, alright YouTube, that's it for this week. it'll probably be about another month or so before we get another one of these out, because, you know, funds. So, thanks for watching.